Helldivers 2 is one of those great gaming stories. A small developer studio, backed by Sony's desire to make the next big live service game, made, to everyone's surprise, in a market with a bunch of other devs trying to do the same thing, one of the biggest and best games of 2024. I mean, this game exploded when it came out. Not only in popularity, but it literally exploded. So many people were unexpectedly trying to get their hands on the game that the developers were scrambling to find solutions to expand their server capacity. I was one of those people trying to play, and when the servers were finally open, I had the time of my life. Blowing shit up, calling down exosuits and bombs and turrets, killing bugs and tearing bots in half. God, it was just so freaking good. Everything in the game was so visceral and tangible, and not only the gameplay was cool, but the idea of millions of players working towards the same goal, all fighting the same war, was just so alluring and cool, and it bred one of the best gaming communities I've ever seen. Constantly, fans were posting online about what we needed to do to complete a successful major order, with hundreds of people commenting, "For Super Earth," or "A dead bug is a good bug." I mean, people were even making propaganda posters. It was genuinely one of the coolest things to be a part of. I was so obsessed with the game when it started playing that I literally downloaded an app on my phone that gave me major order updates. And my obsession only got worse when I finally convinced my friends to start playing too. Nearly every day after classes or work, we were on, assisting in the war effort. We spent so many hours playing that we could up, down, right, left, up faster than you could say reinforce. But eventually, and when I say eventually, I mean after 130 hours, the game stopped hitting. Explosions weren't as satisfying, progression got tedious, and the game just felt dull. I did play pretty consistently through 2024, and I did have a tiny resurgence when the Illuminate came out, but eventually I just stopped playing. I deleted the game from my console, never to be played again. Shit. Okay. Oh my gosh, this game is so fun. We haven't even started playing and I'm like, oh. Whoa! Whoa, there's a Hulk that can fly! God, I miss this game. Dropping in with my friends again after not playing for a year, man, it is so good to be back. Everything feels the same. Stratagems are just as fun to call down.
That was low-key aura.
Factories are just as fun to blow up. Nice! And all the new stuff is sick too. The cyborg enemies are dope. Whoa! No! No! This guy just kicked me to the floor and then shot me point blank. The new Warbond freaking shreds. And dude, the tank, that thing is sick. Oh, that was sick. After playing for a couple hours this week, I think I can say with 100% confidence that Helldivers 2 is definitely on my top 10 games list. While playing, all I can think about is how much fun I've had for the past 2 years playing it. I mean, it really is like nothing I've ever played before. I was also thinking about how goated the Helldivers community is. When the Machinery of Oppression update was announced, it wasn't really the trailers or the devs that got me hyped to play again, it was the fans. Scrolling on TikTok this week kind of felt like how TikTok was when the game first came out. There have been tons of Helldivers clips, all with comments of people saying I wish I could help, but I'm stuck at super work. It is genuinely so insane to think about the stuff we've done in this game too, the Malevelon Creek and the Black Hole, delving into the gloom. And it's fun because we've all decided that pretending to be soldiers in a space war isn't lame. It's just so cool. While this week has been super fun to hop back into the game, there is a sad truth that I think we kind of all need to face. This isn't gonna last. Yeah, I'll probably play for a little bit, but by the end of this month, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be thinking about deleting the game again. At this point, there just really isn't any meaningful progression left. Medals and requisition slips are just random crap that I can pick up. I literally have no use for them. If I want to progress my ship stuff, I need so many freaking rare samples that there just isn't even a point in trying to get them anymore. I think the devs know that there's a progression issue and they tried to fix it with the gun progression, but honestly, for the guns that I use, that progression is just kind of lame. Upgrading my guns doesn't have a big enough impact on the gameplay for it to matter that much. For me to keep playing Helldivers, some things need to change, and I think I have a few ideas of what that could be. Firstly, the devs should take the gun progression and run with it, expanding it to armor as well. Right now, the gun progression doesn't feel like actual upgrades, it's more just like ways to configure your weapons. I think for the gun progression to work, the upgrades should matter. Like higher clip size should be an upgrade, or faster reloads can be an upgrade, or higher damage could be an upgrade too. The gun progression just needs to matter a little more. I also think that this upgrading guns could also apply to armor. A lot of the armor passives are percentages, like 80% reduction to fire damage, and I think it would be cool if you could upgrade that passive, or honestly just upgrade your armor rating in general. Like there could be like a lighter armor compound that reduces your stamina usage, or a stronger armor compound that when you upgrade that, it increases your damage resistance. I don't know, we just need some stuff to make requisition slips matter again. Secondly, I think there should be a prestige system. Arc Raiders has one of these, and basically if you don't know what a prestige system is, it's basically a full reset of your game, which can suck, but you also get a boost for the new game that you start. For Helldivers, this would mean completely losing all of your stratagem progression, war bond progression, weapon progression, sample progression, but I think you would still keep some stuff like your level and title and access to the war bonds that you've already unlocked. And then for the prestige boost, I was thinking faster progression boosts, like you get 5% more requisition slip medals and samples from missions. And then for that prestige boost, I was thinking like maybe a faster progression boost, like you get a 5% increase on your requisition slips, medals, and samples. But then I think there could also be like a small health and endurance boost to your Helldivers. Like you prestiging now makes you an elite Helldiver, if that makes sense. I don't know, I just think being able to experience what the game was like in those first 30 hours or so of gameplay would be really fun, and I think having a good reason to do that would make that even better. And then the last thing that I kind of think Helldivers needs is, I think Arrowhead and PlayStation Sony need to realize that Helldivers isn't just a game, it's a whole new franchise, and they need to be pushing it like it's one of their biggest IPs, because I think that it is. They're already kind of doing this with the making of a Helldivers movie. Hopefully that's good. But I think they could take it even further. Like to the extent that Star Wars does in video games. What I was kind of imagining was just more games under the Helldivers title that all tie into whatever is going on in Helldivers 2. So my first thought was like a Helldivers tactics game where you control a couple of squads of Helldivers and you command them. And you can also like call down stratagems, and you're fighting the same war that is going on in Helldivers 2. So what I mean by that is like if there's a major order in Helldivers 2 to fight Terminids, you could either play that in Helldivers 2 or you could do the same major order in like a Helldivers tactics game. I don't know, I think them like sharing the same war map would be cool. I also think a game like Star Wars Squadrons would be cool, but you could call it something like Helldivers Eagle Support, where you could fly around and fight automaton or illuminate ships and drop 500 kilogram bombs and stuff. There could also be like different types of eagles, like the bomber ones we see in the game, but also like some fighter ones that we could play as in space. And then this could also tie into the Helldivers 2 major orders. I don't know, I just think that would be cool. Kind of just throwing stuff out there, but I do see Helldivers becoming one of PlayStation's biggest IPs if they do some cool stuff with it. I just really like the world that Helldivers has made. It's fun, it's funny, it's cool, but it's also just starting to get dull, and I think it would be really cool to see it taken in some new direction. I don't know, that's just me. Let me know what you think about all this stuff. Do you still play Helldivers consistently, or are you more like me where you've kind of dropped the game? Do you think other Helldivers games would be cool? Are you excited for the Helldivers movie? I don't know how I feel about that. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and also if you liked this video, go ahead and leave a like, and if you really liked it, why not subscribe? My goal for 2026 is to reach 5,000 subscribers, and so far this year I think I've lost 4 and then also gained 4 back. So we're not doing too hot, but we'll get there. Anyway, that's it from me. Thanks for watching, and see you later.